In every community, there are those who wake up each day with a singular purpose: to protect and to serve. These individuals put on their uniforms not just as a job, but as a calling, stepping into the unknown with courage and compassion. They are the quiet guardians, the first to respond when help is needed, and the last to leave when the work is done. Officer Lauren Craven of the Mesa Police Department was one of these dedicated souls, embodying the very spirit of service and selflessness that defines true heroes. At just 25, she was more than a badge. She was a daughter, a friend, and a beacon of hope to those who knew her. Her laughter could light up a room, and her kindness left a lasting impression on everyone she met. Lauren joined the department in February 2024, bringing fresh energy, unwavering commitment, and a deep sense of responsibility to her role. She quickly became known for her dedication and her willingness to go above and beyond for her community. Assigned to patrol, she was on the front lines, always ready to help, whether it was a routine call or a moment of crisis. Her presence brought comfort and reassurance to those she served. The night of October 20th, 2025, began like any other shift for Lauren, but would soon call upon her to make the ultimate sacrifice. In the darkness, her bravery would shine brightest. This is the story of that heartbreaking night on Interstate 8, a story of loss, bravery, and the enduring power of the human spirit to inspire and unite a community in the face of tragedy. We remember Officer Craven not just for how she died, but for how she lived, with a hero's heart, dedicated to others, and a legacy that will never be forgotten. The tragedy unfolded on eastbound Interstate 8, a lifeline through San Diego County. Near the Fairmount Avenue exit, a routine night turned catastrophic just before 10:30 p.m. A single vehicle lost control, triggering a multi-car pileup that would involve 5 vehicles and countless lives. The screech of tires and crunch of metal shattered the calm, creating chaos and confusion. Disabled vehicles and debris littered the lanes, leaving drivers with only seconds to react. For first responders, this was the ultimate test, assessing injuries, securing the area, and rendering aid amid oncoming traffic. Into this hazardous scene stepped Officer Lauren Craven, driven by duty to help those in distress. The stage was set for a tragedy that would test the limits of courage and compassion. The chain of events began with a car overturning in the middle of the freeway, instantly turning routine travel into disaster. A second vehicle collided with the wreck, claiming the life of 19-year-old Deviante Morris. Deviante was a son, a brother, a friend. His loss sent shockwaves through his family and community. Behind every accident statistic is a human story, a future stolen away. The initial crash left 2 wrecked cars as deadly obstacles, escalating the danger for everyone on the road. With lives hanging in the balance, a nearby officer rushed to help. The need for aid was urgent, and the scene was primed for someone willing to run toward danger. Officer Lauren Craven answered that call. Officer Craven, on duty nearby, responded without hesitation. She positioned her patrol car to shield the crash site and warn other drivers. Exiting her vehicle on a live freeway, she moved toward the wreckage, focused on helping the injured. Her actions reflected her commitment to serve, even at great personal risk. She navigated debris and darkness, determined to make a difference in those critical moments. Officer Craven embodied the promise of law enforcement, to be there in a crisis, no matter the danger. She placed herself in harm's way for strangers, a profound act of service. In those moments, she was a guardian, standing watch over the vulnerable. As Officer Craven rendered aid to the victims of the initial crash, the night was pierced by the screech of tires. A third vehicle, unable to stop in time on the slick, rain-soaked pavement, barreled into the scene and struck her with devastating force. In a split second, the chaos multiplied, and the danger that first responders face became heartbreakingly real. The impact was catastrophic. Her selfless heroism, the very reason she was there, became the cause of her own fatal injury. The scene was left scattered with the remnants of her uniform and badge, silent witnesses to her sacrifice. The chaos escalated rapidly as two more vehicles, unable to avoid the wreckage, became ensnared in the growing pileup. In moments, the freeway was transformed into a war zone of twisted metal, flashing emergency lights, and confusion with the sounds of sirens echoing into the night. First responders arriving after Officer Craven found a fellow officer down and multiple victims needing urgent care. The scene demanded immediate action as every second counted for those injured in the chaos. California Highway Patrol officers performed life-saving measures, working desperately in the darkness and rain, but her injuries were too severe. Despite their training and determination, there was nothing more they could do. Officer Lauren Craven was pronounced dead at the scene, her life cut short in the line of duty. The loss was immediate and profound, felt deeply by her colleagues and the community she served. Several others were injured and transported to local hospitals, carrying the physical and emotional scars of that terrible night. The tragedy extended far beyond the loss of one brave officer. The incident was a brutal reminder of how quickly a highway accident can escalate, turning a routine response into a life-threatening emergency for everyone involved. The secondary crashes that claimed Officer Craven's life highlight the extreme vulnerability of first responders at accident scenes. Every call they answer carries the risk of sudden, unpredictable danger. Her sacrifice underscored the risks faced by those who run toward danger to help others, and serves as a solemn reminder of the courage and dedication required to protect our communities. Grief swept through San Diego and the La Mesa Police Department, who lost not just an officer, but a family member. The news of Officer Craven's death spread quickly, amplified by the selflessness of her final act. The community responded with heartbreak and gratitude, filling social media with condolences and support. The California Highway Patrol, who tried to save her, now faced the difficult task of investigating the tragedy. Bonds between agencies grew stronger as they supported each other through shared loss. The family of Deviante Morris mourned privately, their pain echoing through the community. Two families connected by tragedy faced a future forever changed. The aftermath was a somber reminder of life's fragility and the far-reaching impact of one night's events. The response to Officer Craven's death was swift and heartfelt, reaching the highest levels of state government. Governor Gavin Newsom honored her sacrifice, ordering flags at half-staff and recognizing her courage. Law enforcement agencies across the nation sent messages of support and condolence. Memorials, motorcades, and moments of silence paid tribute to her ultimate sacrifice. The La Mesa Police Department thanked allied agencies for their support and solidarity. These tributes are society's way of saying thank you, acknowledging the value of her life and service. For her loved ones, these gestures offer comfort, knowing her bravery is recognized and celebrated. Officer Craven's name will be etched into memorials, her story told as an example of honor and courage. True bravery is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act despite it. Officer Craven's final moments embodied this principle. She knew the risks, but her instinct to help was stronger. Her actions were a deliberate choice to put others first, the essence of heroism. In a divided world, her selfless act reminds us of our capacity for compassion and sacrifice. She responded to human vulnerability, offering hope in chaos. Her legacy is defined by this final act, a symbol of dedication and bravery. Her story inspires us to be better, to help others, and to recognize the real heroes among us. Officer Craven's courage was the culmination of a life dedicated to service. The events of October 20th, 2025 leave a legacy of sorrow and heroism that will not soon be forgotten. On that day, the community was shaken, but also united in grief and gratitude for those who serve. We remember Officer Lauren Craven and Deviante Morris, honoring their humanity, their courage, and the families they left behind. Their stories remind us that behind every uniform and every headline are real people, with dreams and loved ones. Officer Craven's story will be told for years to come as an example of living with purpose, compassion, and unwavering dedication to others. Her kindness touched countless lives, both on and off duty. Her final act was a testament to the heart of policing, helping others even in the face of danger. She embodied the spirit of service that defines the very best among us. This tragedy is a lesson in public safety, highlighting the dangers of accident scenes and the critical importance of move-over laws. Every emergency responder faces risk, and we all share responsibility for their safety. Slowing down and moving over for flashing lights is a simple, life-saving action. It's a small gesture that can prevent heartbreak and save lives on our roads. Let the memory of Lauren and Deviante inspire us to be safer drivers, more attentive on the road, and more caring citizens in our daily lives. We honor them not just with words, but with renewed commitment to protect one another, to look out for our neighbors, and to build a safer community together. In doing so, their legacy endures, a message of service, caution, and hope that will guide us forward, lighting the way for future generations.